China's version of Uber, which is the Didi. And tragically, sadly, she was raped and murdered
By the driver.
by the driver of the Didi. So, before she died, she sent out a distress signal on her telephone to her family and friends. Her family and friends reached out to the local police. The police could not open a case because they did not have a license number. The family reached out to Didi. Didi could not provide the license number because the police had not opened the case. So there was a dead loop. Meanwhile, while the clock was ticking, this young woman, unfortunately, was raped and murdered. And that's a problem, obviously. And so we sought to solve that problem.
The girl dies like in 3 hours after she sent a message from helping. To prevent it from happening, we have 3 things to do. We have to be quick, we need enough information, and we maybe have to ask help out from the police. When centralized justice cannot work, maybe we need decentralized justice. And that's now, here comes our project, D-Justice.
So as a hacker, when I hear this kind of a tragedy just happened the day before the hackathon, I think as a hacker I should do something. Can I use the decentralized power of blockchain to save more girls' life? I couldn't save this one, unfortunately, but I think I can save the next one. So here's our solution. When this young lady, as soon as she booked the Didi, which is Chinese Uber, as soon as she booked the reservation, all those information through the app immediately goes onto blockchain. That includes where she's taking the Uber, taking the Didi, where, like, what's the license plate of the suspicious driver, which is the most important piece of information missing that caused the girl's death. Like, what's the driver's name? Where is the destiny? Where's the starting point? All those information immediately goes onto blockchain. And while she's taking the travels, the intermediate GPS location will continuously update to blockchain. So the blockchain writes all those information immutably, and nobody can ever change that information. And if the suspicious driver turn off the victim's phone, that means the GPS signal will stop. And if the smart contract stops getting new GPS updates, the smart contract is smart. It will send the alert to the girl's family and friends, and they have all those information written on blockchain. And at that point, they can either or both, they can go to the police, report the case. This time they have the license plate number. Hopefully the police will take the case. But if the police is more corrupted, if they still refuse to take the case, then the smart contract will convert into a smart bounty. So when centralized justice fails, any ordinary citizen can become a hero, and they can track down the vehicle and save the girl. When they save the girl, they can get a password from the girl and claim all the rewards inside this smart contract. And let me show you the code. So here's the code we wrote. A few lines, but I don't think you are interested to read the code directly. So let me show you how to use this code. So when you deploy this smart contract here, you need to write a password and the license plate number. Okay, in the D app, this is done automatically, but I'm here just manually showing you the step-by-step process what really happened. So this password is what you use to claim the bounty, and this license plate number automatically enters into the blockchain, and you deploy this contract. And now you have a brand new contract that shows that it has this much money in this contract, and the GPS is nothing, haven't updated yet, and the bounty mode is not activated, and the license plate is ABCD as we talked about. Then we can continue to update the GPS location. So GPS is just a longitude and latitude. So we can use 1 update in there, 2 update in there, 3 update in there, and 4 update in there, right? And you will update this smart contract, and all the historical GPS trace is all written on blockchain, and nobody can ever erase this information, because sometimes it's possible that if Didi wants to win the lawsuit, they might do anything necessary to win the case, and they can bribe the media to erase data, but nobody can erase blockchain. So then, and after the code says after 60 seconds, if there's no more updates from the GPS, then the contract, if after 60 seconds no more updates, then the contract will notify the family, and they have all the information written on blockchain, which most importantly is the license plate number, which is caused the girl's death. And they contact the police if the police still won't open the case, then they can trigger the bounty mode. They just use the password to trigger the bounty mode. And now the bounty is active. Anyone can hunt down the suspect and save the girl. And after the girl is saved, the girl says, "Oh, you are such a hero. Here's the password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the password to claim your bounty." And you can now claim the bounty. You save the girl and win lots of money. And this is the justice.
So I just want to wrap up real quick. I don't want people to get too hung up on that trigger point, that 60-second trigger point. We built a prototype over a little over a day. That could be different triggers that trigger that. It could be that WeChat message that she sent, that distress signal. Basically, I look at that trigger point like a stoplight, a green, yellow, red. Once we're in that red danger area, that's where we take over, and we offer another product out there, an alternative to the police. So if you have corruption in Wenzhou, where this happened, or if you have just laggards that aren't able to act when you're stuck in that dead loop, we want to be that loop of life. We want to be that life preserver that you throw out through our technology and our data, where we offer an alternative solution. So that's who we are. We are D-Justice. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you know, but on Silk Road, one of the first things you could buy and pay with Bitcoin was Hitman. So it sounds like an interesting echo of that. But I mean, I don't really have I feel like we optimize this by not just setting data when the trip begins, but just having a what, because most of it's going to be safe. You're not overloaded with lots of garbage data. You have tons of fees. If you make it public, it's going to be really easy to stalk these people. It'd be a lot easier just to have a one-button kind of submit of your metadata, your GPS, and the bounty. And then you can unlock that by sending an unlock message from the message sender or from a set of authorized unlockers, so you won't need a password either. So that might make your system a little bit easier.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, you're totally right. That's exactly how we would optimize this. But because we only have 1 day to work on this, so we create the bare minimum version of it. But you're definitely right. That's how we optimize it.
And I would agree with that too. Like I was saying with that trigger point, kind of like a life alert button, basically.
Okay, so I think this is a great team. Can you guys just, 1 or 2 sentences to introduce yourself?
I'm Jamie. I just graduated from college in Milwaukee.
My name is Qu Shanglai, just call me Shang, just graduated from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign, and I would like to look for jobs.
I'm Daryl. I'm the chief executive of a company called Music MWSEQ out of the 1871 Tech Hub. We make it easy for artists to make great money online without a record label built upon a blockchain protocol.
Hi, my name is John Lee, the idea guy behind this. So I'm actually the CEO of another company called Ampligens, which is a company that uses completely automated AI to help students doing their math homework, ranging from elementary school, middle school, high school, all the way to college. And all the service is completely automated, and your study record goes on to blockchain. Thank you.